I don't want to purchase it through Fashiongo, because the problem with that is when you purchasing it directly through Fashiongo. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Carissa, and I am back with another video. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching my channel, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, all of that good stuff. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead on and get into the tea. So today's video is all about Fashiongo, right? So as you guys know, I am a business coach. So I typically teach, well, I did start off teaching boutique owners, but now I'm kind of teaching a little bit of every industry. And the thing that I have noticed about like some of the boutique girls that I've been coaching, they rely heavily on Fashiongo, right? Which prompted me to do this video because, you know, it's some of the things that you guys don't know about Fashiongo. And as a former boutique owner, your girl got the tea for y'all, right? So I'm gonna give you just a couple lists of like pros and cons of what I think about Fashiongo and my experience in the past with Fashiongo. No particular order. I'm gonna just bust out and start saying stuff. Okay. So one of the pros about Fashiongo is that you can find your vendors on there, and that's why I always feel like you don't need to purchase a vendors list from someone, because if you want this thing bad enough, you will go and source your own vendors. And it makes so much more sense for you to source your own vendors, because the vendors list that you buy, from what I have heard from my clients, they have clothes, lashes, hair, they got nails, they got everything on these vendors lists. And you want a vendors list, if it's for clothes, you want a vendors list that's for clothes. Not only that, you want a clothing vendors list for your niche, you know? So if you selling trendy club wear, you need a vendor list that shows you nothing but trendy club wear. You don't need to have the vendors for sweatpants. You don't need to have the vendors for, you know, something else. Like, you don't need those vendors, right? So, Fashiongo definitely is one of the, if not the largest, wholesale marketplace online, where you can start to find some vendors. You can start to, you know, source different vendors and see everything it is that they have. Now, the caveat to that is it's so many vendors on there, you can start to get confused. You can start to get overwhelmed. And once we feel overwhelmed as people, we just don't do anything. So just make sure, like when you're going on Fashiongo, you know exactly what it is that you're looking for, and you know the type of price point it is that you're willing to pay, right? So the thing about it is, on Fashiongo, they have these different vendors on there. Some of them are like a third party, some of them like the manufacturer. So that's why sometimes you will see an item on multiple different wholesalers, you know, website, well, not website, but, you know, like their little area on Fashiongo. So you will see multiple wholesalers having the exact same item, but then you will also see multiple having, you know, all of them will have like a different price, you know, and it's just really hard to tell on Fashiongo which ones is the better one for you to purchase from. So like, let's just say you're looking for, I don't know, a tan long sleeve shirt. This shirt can probably range from $4 to $10, right, on Fashiongo. The beauty in it is, a lot of times it is the exact same shirt, but then you have some that are replicas. So the quality is different, you know, the quality may be cheaper. The quality, like this may be like a spandex, but they may have a cotton, but they made a replica of what it looked like, you know? So that's one of the cons about fashion. Like, that's actually kind of like a pro and a con, but just make sure if you're doing something like that, kind of check the description to see what the fabrics are. Don't feel like you can't contact the vendors. You can contact them and ask them different questions about the product, you know, and typically the person that has the cheapest price is the person that is where the other wholesalers bought it from. So you will have a company like Zenana. You will have them who we know this is their product. But then you may have another company like SJ Styles or something who purchased that product from Zenana. So if Zenana had it for $5, SJ may have it for $8. but you know what I mean? Like you just gotta kind of like trial and error sometimes, but those are some of the things you want to look out for. It's just like, where did this product come from? Who is the source of this product? And try to buy it from them. Speaking of buying it from them, I suggest when you find a vendor that you like, when you find a vendor that you purchase from or whatever, a vendor that you know that you're going to continuously use, try to purchase it directly from their website. Go to their website, purchase it from there, or call them and tell them like, I'm looking to purchase directly from you. I don't want to purchase it through Fashiongo, because the problem with that is when you purchasing it directly through Fashiongo, the product is marked up a couple of dollars. So it might be $5 on that vendor's site, but it is $8 on Fashiongo, because they have to, Fashiongo got to get their money too. So just try to purchase it directly from that particular vendor. But the caveat to that is Fashiongo has consolidated shipping. So therefore you will save a whole lot of money on shipping if you purchase, through Fashiongo. You can have all your, products shipped together. So instead of you paying $25, $30 per vendor, you probably pay a total of $40 total for shipping, Now, there is a place, I believe, out there in the fashion district that has a consolidated shipment. I just personally don't know the place because I can't really honestly remember, because I know it was just no way that I was purchasing from all of these people and I was paying all of these different shipping fees. I can't personally remember because, you know what it was? Mine was all getting shipped together because I was getting my stuff private labeled. So since I was getting my things private labeled, the vendor would just take my package over to my private labeler. My private labeler would do all of my private labeling stuff, and then they would consolidate it and ship it together. So that's how I was beating the cost. So you can do that too if you have a private labeler, or you can, try to find you somewhere that does consolidated shipping and save on some of that shipping cost, because that shipping costs do eat into your profit, you know what I mean? And not only that, you do have some vendors where if you spend a certain amount of money, shipping is free. So it's all personal preference. The next thing I feel like is a really cool feature on Fashiongo, which is definitely a pro, is that they have that thing where you can like screenshot a picture of an item somewhere and you can plug it into Fashiongo, and then they'll bring up like all of the different vendors that offer that product or something similar. So I do think that that's a pro for Fashiongo. And if you do something like that, make sure you go over to the vendor's website, or you can just do it in Fashiongo to purchase it. But I do think that that's one of the pros for Fashiongo. But nonetheless, I think that Fashiongo is absolutely phenomenal. I'm glad that people are more lenient to talk about Fashiongo, because when I first started my boutique, there were no videos on YouTube talking about go over to Fashiongo. I found Fashiongo on my own. I literally found all of my vendors on my own, and it was definitely a trial and error thing, which is why I personally don't sell vendors, because I just feel like if you want it bad enough, you will do it. Like, you will find it. But one of the things that I did do, and I'm suggesting you guys do too, the only real way to see who you want to use as a vendor, or that would help or that would best suit your needs for your business, is just go on over to the fashion district. Schedule a trip, go over to the fashion district and start to source your own product. Your very first time over there, you're definitely going to be overwhelmed because you don't really know your first time over there as a new boutique or something, you may not know the vendors. So therefore you can't really have like a plan, but you can have a plan. So you can kind of call the people and say, hey, I'm looking to come in, set up a meeting with you guys, whatever it is that you want to do. Going over to the fashion district, source you some inventory, touch, see, and feel that product, get to know the vendors, get to know, the people there, because when you get to know them, they begin to show you special treatment, whether you have a larger boutique or a smaller boutique. it's all about relationship building. So when you build those relationships, they'll begin to send you product in line sheets well before they even post it on their site. They'll give you first dibs on stuff. They'll let you get a sample, which typically they don't do. But when you build these relationships, some of these vendors will let you do that. So I think that's it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this video helped you in some type of way. And I hope that you guys see the success that you was looking for. And let me know in the comment section what kind of videos y'all want to see, because we done beat pop-up shops down to the ground. We're not making no more of those videos. So let me know what kind of videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.